doing in Paul's bedroom?
Playing!
I can see that. Playing what? And why are you here? Hello, who's this?
Oh, this is Carol, Dad. She's new friends. Your mum and Dad recently moved into the area. Jane, you know Jane Morris? Your dad's the manager of Roy's Bank. Well, she lame with this new computer game, so we thought we'd come in here and see what it's like.
Hello, Carol, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's Paul going to say when he finds out? He'll be furious. And what happens if you put a virus in his computer?
Oh, come off it, Dad. I'm sure he won't mind. Well, he can have a copy of the game too.
We can ask him to shit yourself, because he's here now. And don't make so much noise. I've got some accounts I've got to do, very important for tomorrow.
Sorry, Dad.
Hi, Paul. Bloody computer games.
Hi. What's up with that?
Hi, Paul. You don't mind, do you? Carol and I have this new game to try, so we thought we'd come in here.
No, it should be okay. Carol, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Anne's told me all about you.
Only the good bits, I hope.
Mostly.
Look, I'll leave you to try this game. Go make Dad a cup of tea. That'll calm him down.
Come on, get out of the way and sit down. Bit. Did you send her in here to make a cup of tea?
No, I did not. Where's Paul and Carol?
They're still upstairs.
If you're going to sit in my chair, sit properly.
Wouldn't you like a cup of tea? The kettle's on.
Yes, thanks. Are they all right up there? On their own, I mean.
Carol won't hint him, Dad. He's a big boy now.
Am I a big boy now? Could I have a girl in my bedroom?
I think we can trust Paul to behave himself for 5 minutes. And no, you certainly cannot.
Look at this, it's disgusting. Oh, sorry.
Don't be, I'm not.
Your dad's an accountant, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a partner in Brown, Paulson Stevens.
He's a Stevens bit, is he?
Well, it's only in Brown, really. Paulson died a couple of years ago. They decided to keep the name as everyone's used to fear him being called Brown, Paulson and Stevens.
He knows a lot about computers then.
Well, quite a bit. I mean, this computer used to be his, but the firm's got a newer one.
He must have a lot of money.
Not really, it's just the computers are important to him in his job, so he has to spend quite a bit on them.
What about you? Do you like them?
Well, alright, I suppose. Not as much as Dad. What about your parents? What's your dad do?
Not much. He used to be an engineer with a big company in South Wales, till he went bust. Then he got a job with a firm down here, but they went bust last month. Now he's stacking shelves at the supermarket. He's trying hard to get another job, but it's not easy. Mum's got 2 part-time jobs as a dinner lady and a cleaner. What about your mum?
It's bad luck. I mean, about your dad losing both his jobs like that. My mum? She doesn't do much, she's a lady of leisure. Just a bit of cooking, cleaning around the house.
A lady of leisure? What do you know about housework?
Yes.
You Mrs. Baker?
Yes.
I can pick a pan. A bit of luck now, pass my test, and Brother Paul.
Oh, right. That's nice. You better come in then, won't you, Paul? Anne, your brother's here. Come to give you a lift home.
Carol fancies you. She couldn't stop talking about you last night.
Hush, David. That's quite enough from you.
Well, she does. Do you fancy him?
David.
Well,
Why the sudden interest in giving me a lift?
well, I couldn't before, could I?
I'll go and get your coat from the kitchen, Anne.
My bag's in it too, I'll get it.
Hi, I wonder if,
Yeah?
you'd like to come for a ride sometime? I mean, the car, to the pictures or something.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Ready?
Yeah, come on. Bye, Mrs. Baker.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's up to you. She's quite tidy and everything, but she hasn't got a reputation for sleeping around. Mind you, no one knows because she hasn't been round you that long.
So like I said, most of the time he's alright. You really fancy him, don't you? Do you want to get off with Anne's brother? What if she does?
Well, a one-night stand isn't that serious, is it? Bit of French kissing or she'd be like putty in your hands. You never know, next day you could be telling me that she's the best bit of stuff you've ever had, yeah?
Yeah. No, it's not like that. It's, I don't know, different.
Why, you fancy him as well?
No, I don't. Well, come on, Carl, tell us.
Yeah, I do like him. And he's nice. I'd go out with him.
Lose your chance. It's coming over you now. Well, come on.
Sorry, mate, I just thought...
Hey, this is not. That's later.
Yeah, see you, Paul.
Oh, hi. You know how I said about going out? Well, do you want to go to the cinema maybe this Saturday?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, I'll pick you up in your place at 6:30. I'll probably get the cast. Get something quiet. You enjoyed it then?
Yeah?
No, not the kiss, the film.
Yeah, but the kissing's even better. Let's stop. Have you told your mum and dad you're going out with me?
Yeah. What did you say? You told them?
Yeah. What did you say?
Nothing much. Just to make sure I didn't get in the way of my A-levels. What about yours?
I only told Mum. She said she'd go out with you yourself if she was 20 years younger.
Get away.
No, she likes you.
She doesn't even know me. Well, what about your dad?
He's gone away for a few days. He's hoping to get a job up north.
Well, does that mean that you'll be gone away?
No. Even if he got the job, which he said was unlikely, we'd have to sell our house down here before me, Mum and Dave could move up and join him.
Well, remember that I thought.
Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen.
I don't know, but nothing's going to happen.
Well, you just had to go home and take a cold shower then. I better be going in now.
Okay. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Oakwood Leisure Park for the day.
Okay then. I'll pick you up in the morning.
Okay then. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah. Good night, Carl.
Bye.
Oh, thanks. Oh, that's a nice drop of scotch. Thank God it's Friday. It's been an awful week.
Have you seen my hiking socks?
They'll be on the shelf in the wardrobe where they usually are.
I've looked there, I can't see them.
If you kept your room a bit tidier, you wouldn't have problems finding things. How many?
I don't know. When's he gonna grow up? When's he gonna start tidying his own room? He's even worse since he's been hanging around with, what's her name? Carol?
Found them.
Yes, I know. I think he's seen too much of her lately. He's not doing the studying that he used to do, and it's his A-levels soon. Paul, it's the geography field trip you're off on tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the last one. I'm going to Scotland for the day.
Yes, that's right. You did tell me. Just your group that's going, is it?
Yeah, and a few from year 11 are doing geography next year.
Is Carol going?
Yeah, she's one of them.
Paul, your mother and I were just saying, aren't you seeing a bit too much of her over the last few months? You got your exams coming up.
Come on, Dad, only had once.
Have a nice day, Paul.
Yeah, have a really nice day, Paul.
Have you finished answering the questions on your worksheet yet, Anne?
No.
How about you, Jane?
No, I haven't. Don't think they have either.
Have you noticed that Carol and Paul have slipped off?
Yeah, what do you think they'll be up to?
Slipping off some clothes, I expect.
Hey, I heard that. You boys are all the same.
What do you think they're doing? Playing Monopoly?
This will be far enough.
You got one with you?
Yeah, of course I have.
Can't you find it? I've got one in my bag.
It's okay, I've got it now.
Oh, don't you think you better put it on now?
Yeah, I suppose so. Damn it, it's the wrong way around. Oh, the house got it. Helps not throwing one inside out.
Well, I do love you.
Right, girls. What's that, Carol?
Missed my period. Nearly 4 weeks left. I've never missed one before.
Oh, shit. You don't think you're...
Yeah, I'm pregnant. I don't know how. I mean, we always use condoms. But I am. I got a pregnancy test kit from the chemist and did it last night.
And?
Result was positive.
Bloody hell, have you told Paul yet?
No, please don't tell him. I'll tell him myself when I see him at break. I can wait till I knew for sure. Then we'll have to see. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I need to talk to Paul.
God, Mum and Dad will hit the roof. You told your Mum and Dad.
Dad's coming home tonight. He didn't get that job he went for, but he did get another one. And it's awful. Mum was so excited this morning. The new company Dad's going to work for. Well, he said they'd pay the rent on a flat until we sold a house down here. So Dad wants us all to go up there and join him. And I can't leave Paul, and now this. What do we do?
What's up, Carol? Oh, nothing. It's just she might have to leave school, move up north. Your Dad's got a new job. That's nice.
Good God! You! And Carol! I don't believe it! I thought you had more sense. You know that sex before marriage is wrong. Couldn't you control yourself? Couldn't you wait? Didn't you take any precautions?
Of course we did. Something went wrong.
Went wrong? That's the bloody understatement of all time, that is.
Oh, Paul, this is awful. How could you? What are Gran and Grandpa going to say? What are the neighbours going to say?
I don't know. It just happened.
Just happened. I need a drink.
I'll get it.
Do our parents know?
No. Carol wants me there tonight, but she tells her mother.
Well, there's not much to tell, really, is there? She'll have to have an abortion, of course.
Oh, not an abortion, Bob. That's awful. How could you even consider it?
What's awful about it? They've got no choice, have they? Paul's got his A-levels coming up, and then a chance of university. He can't throw all that away. And from what he says, Carol's quite bright too. Isn't she staying on to do A-levels or something?
Look, do Carol and I get a say in this?
No, you bloody well don't. You had your say when you got Carol pregnant. How could you afford to bring up a child? You're not working? You couldn't even afford to get married. Where would you live? What sort of job would you get?
We could help. It'd be quite nice having a grandchild.
Forget it, Liz. It wouldn't be like that. Having a grandchild is one thing. We'd be parenting again. All those sleepless nights, dirty nappies. Count me out.
Look, I've had enough of you two arguing. I'm going to Carol's house and we'll sort out what we think is best for both of us. We don't need your help anyway.
Paul, I'm sorry. We're sorry. Don't go. It's just that we're so upset. It's been such a shock. Just sit down a minute. I'm going to go and see to the dinner. And then when I come back, we'll talk about it calmly. Quietly. I won't be a minute.
What's all the shouting about, Mum?
You don't know? You can't guess?
Yeah, I think I can.
Your friend, Carol, and Paul.
Yeah, Carol.
Pregnant. You knew?
Yeah, Carol told me earlier today.
Look, love, I'm going back into the lounge with your dad and Paul. This needs about another 5 minutes. Will you switch it off?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Why didn't you tell me? Why am I always the last one to hear anything in this house?
Oh, shut, Tom, you wouldn't understand.
That's what you think. I know all about condoms. I thought Paul would too.
Oh, he does, silly. But accidents can still happen. You know Mr. Smith in school teaches PSE. Well, he said in a recent survey that condoms only had a 70% safety record, due mostly to people not using them properly.
You kidding? Cool, I'd wear 2 at a time. Hey, I'd be an uncle. You'll be an auntie. I wonder if it'd be a boy or a girl.
We don't know they'll even have the baby yet. They might decide to have an abortion.
Yeah, I suppose so. If I was Paul, that's what I'd want.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Paul. Your mother and I will never agree about this. The decision will have to be left to you and Carol.
Thanks, Dad.
But understand this. It's your responsibility. I've always believed that sex before marriage is wrong, and now you understand why I hold that view. If you decide to keep this child, and if your mother's prepared to help you to bring it up, I want nothing to do with it. And the strain that'll put on our relationship, only time will tell. You may have a lot more to be responsible for.
That wasn't fair, putting that on him.
If only.
It's no good saying if only. It's their decision. We've got to live with that decision, whatever it is. And talking of responsibilities, we're still his parents. We've got a responsibility to help.
Oh, hello, Paul. Carol's inside. You're looking a bit down, my lad. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing much.
Oh, come on in then. Carol's in her room. I'll bring you both a cup of tea in a while.
Okay, thanks. Hi.
How'd it go with your mum and dad?
Like I expected. Dad hit the roof. Mum stayed calm. It was really funny. She was almost like unreal.
So what did your dad say? Did he shout or not?
Oh, quite a bit. He said he wanted to get rid of it. But Mum said she wanted to keep it. She said she'd enjoy looking after it.
God, I thought they'd both be against it.
Anyway, in the end they said that we'd have to make the decision. That we'd have to live with it. Are we going to tell your Mum after? She's coming up with a cup of tea soon.
Yeah. I don't know how she's going to take it. I mean, she must know we've been doing it. Making love, I mean. Because when you've come here, she's never minded you coming up to my room. Private.
Yeah, I suppose so.
A few weeks ago, I had a little talk from her about going on the pill. She said to wait till I was older. I thought she meant to use condoms instead. I suppose she could have meant to wait altogether. I don't know for sure which way she meant it.
Well, why didn't you ask what she meant?
It's too embarrassing. I could tell she was more embarrassed than I was. It was like she only mentioned it because she felt she had to.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm going to tell her when she comes in.
Yeah, get it over with. So what happened in the end with your mum and dad?
Well, it was already like I told you. When I left, they were still arguing whether it was right or wrong to have abortions. What are we going to do about it? Can you say what you want to hear?
I don't know. Sometimes I think I want to get rid of it. I'm not really ready to have a kid yet. And I get this awful feeling I'd be destroying something. Something living. What about you?
Oh, I don't know. Dad's right in some ways. It would mess up someone's life. Ours, theirs, your mum's and dad's. Even mess things up for all of us.
I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I'd have to leave school, but there's no reason that I should have to move. I can hear Mum coming.
Here we are. A nice cup of tea. Now, do you want to tell me all about it? I know something's wrong.
Well, I think you're wrong. You can't just destroy a life like that.
telling you, it's not alive. It's just a tiny blob.
What's a tiny blob?
2-month-old fetus.
No, it's not. By that time, it has a skeleton. It moves. It can grasp things with its hands, feels pain, touch, and cold. It wakes and sleeps, gets hiccups, and sucks its thumb. It says so here. I kept this from a PSE lesson last term. Don't you remember?
What's this all about anyway? You're not pregnant, are you, Sharon?
Oh, don't be stupid. It's Carol.
What, Carol and Paul?
Yeah.
I knew she was a bit upset lately. I thought that was because she's going to have to move up north with her dad.
Suppose they left it a bit late for the morning after pill then.
Of course they did, stupid. Carol said they used condoms, but something must have gone wrong. The first thing she knew was when she missed a period. It was way too late by then.
What are they going to do then?
I don't know, but I spoke to Anne this morning and, well, she said they haven't decided yet. Apparently she told her mum last night.
Oh shit, I'll have to tell my mum that.
You got no problems about that anyway. Who'd do it to you?
Oh, shut up,
I'll
son.
pack it in, you two. Do you think she'll have an abortion then?
Well, I think so, but Sharon disagrees. Why?
Well, it's not right. It's destroying life.
It's just not possible, though. They're going to have to split up anyway. Carol's going to have to move. I doubt her mum and dad will leave her behind. And Paul shouldn't have to give up his chances just to do the right thing. Hi, Anne.
Hi. Well, they can find a way. They've got to. Look, let me read you something from in here. There are 3 methods commonly used in our hospitals. First, an injection. A concentrated salt solution is injected into the mother and the fetus is pickled alive. Second, a D&C. Up to 12 weeks, it is possible to scrape the fetus off the wall of the womb and remove the bits by vacuum. All you're left with is a jar of blood with recognisable bits of baby floating in it. Third, a hysterotomy. After 12 weeks and up to 20 weeks, the womb is cut open and the fetus removed alive. The baby is perfect right down to nails and eyelashes. It will go on kicking for a long time and take hours to die.
That's disgusting.
Oh, Anne, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
You didn't.
It's not you.
Once, Jane, I agree with you. It is disgusting.
I'm not so sure. It's just one side of the story, isn't it?
That's what I say. I know it's not nice, but isn't it worse to be an unwanted child into the world? One that's abused, neglected, battered, or worse. I know there's not much chance of that happening with Carol and Paul, but...
If only Dad hadn't got that job up north, things would have been a lot easier to work out.
Yeah, I know.
If only we were 4 years older.
Probably finished uni by now.
If only we'd been more careful. And we'd waited.
Yeah.
If only...
Yeah. If only.